Hello, my people. It be your boy, BRIBES TV. Make just on a subscribe, man. Just on a subscribe. Now today, we want to boss up everything for Africa. Let's get it started, man.
What about this?
What's that?
What about the Asians taking over Africa?
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. I made the comment when
Yeah,
I
you
was
talked
in
about
London.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethiopia, right? The only African nation to never be colonized up until now. Ethiopia is one of the largest recipients of Chinese aid in the world. Ethiopia also has a female president now. Shout out to the queen. But guess what? Ethiopia better do something fast, because they are becoming over dependent on Chinese support. And why is the Chinese taking over Africa? Because they studied what the white man did and they said we're going to do it better than the white man. They are coming into Africa for 4 reasons. Reason number 1, the China man is coming into Africa. China is overpopulated. I was just there a year ago in January of 18. There's too many of them. They got over 2 billion people in one country. America is only, what, 500 million? They got 2 billion. China is looking for unexploited lands where they can send their excess poor people. Africa is perfect. That's number 1. We got to reduce the population of China, so we're going to send all of our unwanteds to Africa. Same thing Britain did when they founded the 13 colonies. Second reason China taking over Africa, look at all the poor Africans. Can you imagine a better place to go and open up your factories and businesses where you can pay people even less than what you pay them in China? There's no minimum wage in many African countries for foreign businesses. You can exploit African labor better than you can exploit Taiwanese and Vietnamese labor. So the second reason they're in Africa, because guess what? I keep more of the profit. Third reason they in Africa is to take over the resources, just like the white man. That's why they're giving out all these loans. These are not grants. Let me be clear. The money that China is giving Africa are not grants. They are loans. You might say, why is China giving Kenya more money than they know Kenya can pay back? You follow me? Why are they giving a poor country like Ethiopia more money? Because they don't want you to pay it back. Right. Because when you look at the contract, guess what it says? If you default on this loan,
we keep
all your tea fields are mine. All your copper mines are mine. All your oil reserves are mine. And guess what? You already have an African nation that has defaulted on the loan. I think it was Kenya. But don't quote me. As a result of the default, China now owns all of a particular resource in that country. And the fourth reason that they are in Africa is to make the Africans dependent on them culturally, intellectually, educationally, and otherwise, because China plans to colonize Africa the same way the white man did. And I'm hurting by saying this, y'all. You know why I'm hurting? Because Patrice Lumumba died for Africa to be free. Thomas Sankara died for Africa to be free. Steve Biko died for Africa to be free. Chris Hani died for Africa to be free. Amilcar Cabral died for Africa to be free. And after all the blood that has been spilled, Dedan Kimathi died for Africa to be free. And after all the blood has been spilled, you mean to tell me 60 years after we kicked the white man out, you want to roll out the red carpet to the Chinese?
It's like slavery all over again.
It's slavery all over. Oh, but it's different now, because guess what the Chinese are doing? They're adding a little twist. They're building military bases and police stations everywhere they set up shop. I'm going to be interviewed by Djibouti magazine next week. They contacted me last night. They want to interview me because Djibouti is the first African country that has a Chinese police station. Can I ask you a question? If you are the president of Wakanda,
right,
you are a sovereign nation. I want to come and do business in your sovereign nation. Can you please tell me why you allowing me to bring my own police? You are a sovereign nation. Part of being sovereign means what? You control the military. But Africa is letting China bring their own police. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. The Chinese, as disrespect, and by the way, they are as disrespectful in Africa as they are here. Right. So when you read these stories in New York about the sister being beat up in the nail salon,
I remember that. Yep.
They do the same thing in Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chinese think they own it. Where you go, you want to see what I'm talking about. Guess what? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a conflict. An African is gonna get disrespected by a Chinese. It's gonna turn into a group conflict, and the Chinese military is gonna hurt one of our African brothers and sisters. It's gonna turn into a civil war.
Yeah.
And then China gonna send a whole army in, and they're gonna colonize that whole country. And they're gonna do just like America does. We just making your country safe for democracy.
That's the wisest thing an African American fighting for an Africans in Africa. But what our leaders do, they just go take loan like this one. Because they don't care for everybody. They don't care for everybody. Now the thing where they know, just know be say, make we now go take loan, make we now go take loan, make we now go take loan. Go take loan. Listen, if I be the president of one African country, neither Ghana or Nigeria or Sierra Leone or South Africa, I swear, I'm not going to let anybody go borrow money from World Bank. I'm not going to allow anyone go borrow money from World Bank. Ask me why. Because when you struggle yourself with no money and you have your own natural resources, you dig them down, you dig them and then you bring them out. The white men or the Westerns, they will come and buy. They go come buy for us. They go come buy for us. You go get our own money. We no go borrow. If you struggle for next 4 years or 5 years, Africa go be great. Now when I don't see Chinese go come for your country, you can't they kill people because of they don't go carry loan from China government like this one. That's why they no fit talk. Even they see this is red, they go tell you, say no, not black. That is African leaders. The Westerns go come, carry everything for Africa. Where we Africans, we won't come to Western land, come hustle small, to come wash plates, to come clean their anus, to clean their house, to clean their glasses, to get small money. They will tell you, say, go take visa. When you go carry visa, now they go call you, your bank statement, which work you they do, which house you did, how many families you get, how many siblings you get. Now they go tell you, say, how much money you get for your account. You feel survive there or alone or not, blah blah blah, because they don't want you in their country. But why our leaders, we allow them in our country? Why our leaders allow them in our country, saying that foreign or individual investment? Which African has an investment in abroad? Unless our money, they will accept to save our money in their banks. But to make an investment, like company, like an African to come in the Europe or Western country and say that, yeah, I have my own company, building company, I want to to work here. They will tell you, say, you know, fit. Because the way we build here in our country is not the same as the way we build in your country. I don't want to talk child. I don't want to talk plenty. Good citizen like us, like you, the one watching me, in better make people know say, Africa no be dumping place. Africa is not banana island. Africa is not no man's land. Africa has owners. You're talking about Africa, you're talking about the citizens of Africa. Here to get even permit self, now wahala. people get. Now wahala go get headache. We go strike you from left and right. Talk to them. Because of let we stop envy, jealousy one another. See Oyibo way in person do bad thing. You go get people where go tell him say you do right, yeah, they go clap for him. But Africa, you do good thing. When they just see you come pick, no, you just start making money. Now they come put Scala, they pull you down. Oh, this thing where you do is no good. That thing where you do, no, they do good. This one na 419 person. No, if they mix some, if they hello. If na 419 or wait till they do or wait till they mix. Why not you also do the same thing? Let's try hard. See, look, since I open my YouTube, there is nobody. No, there is not much subscription. But you go see one Oyibo. I go put them on my this video. You go see him. I go put the YouTube link below. You go see him. One Oyibo, we no be Oyibo. Go see how many Ghanaians don't subscribe for him. Go see how Nigerians they don't subscribe for him. Go see how Africans they don't subscribe for him. But our own blood, they no go subscribe. They say, it go be better pass we. If I be better, I get money. Now Africa carry come on. If anything, once fight anything, like the way this disease, don't fight them. Who they donate money?